Amsterdam International Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Three Angry Men podcast. Today's episode, we're talking about the Tekashi 6ix9ine interview on the Breakfast Club.
No, we're not. We're just talking.
What are you talking about?
People watch.
We'll start off with 6ix9ine.
Why did he fuck up my intro? I was doing a good intro.
Fuck your intro, man.
You've been gone for weeks. And now you want to say fuck the intro?
Yeah, fuck the intro, man.
I say we're talking about the Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's like, no, we're talking about.
You can see we're back.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Danke.
My name is Nick.
Oliver.
And we are the Three Angry Men.
And today we're going to be talking about the Tekashi 6ix9ine interview on the Breakfast Club. We're gonna
and some other shit.
And some other shit. Basically, I think what we're going to be focusing on is how this motherfucker gets away with an interview like that. Without making it like a complex sort of title. How does he get away with an interview like that? And how does he get away with music?
And that hair, though.
And the hair.
Yo, this whole persona.
Listen, dude. First thing I think we should look at the Gumbo music video.
Can you play the Gumbo song?
Okay, so wait, just who hasn't seen? You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the video?
No.
I haven't seen the video. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they haven't seen the video. Oh, you need to watch. Full screen this. This is a live reaction for them. This is the video, music video. What are you doing?
Is this a music video?
Music video. Look at.
I'm pretty sure this.
I'm pretty sure this is just a picture.
It's not. Oh no, it's how it starts.
Can you put some on something real quick?
Oh yeah, no. This is what.
I'll see y'all later.
Pop these niggas like a willy nigga. You a silly nigga in the hole with them Billy niggas and them Hoover niggas. You run up and they shooting niggas. We ain't hooping nigga. No KB, you a loser nigga. Off that Uzi nigga on the stoop. Krills in my Georgia girl on my phone. She wanna fuck but keep the clothes on. I only want the joke. Man, that's really all I use it for. The kick out the door. I don't wanna use
Dude, that's rainbow hair. I can't get over it.
My niggas don't really rock. My niggas money box. Blow a case of niggas throwing shots. I run them off they block. $250,000 in the stash box. I grind it for my spot. Niggas talking about that cash for my bag worth a lot. I don't fuck with no old
Look at
hoes,
Duncan.
only
Let's
new
stop before we get a
He's so
strike.
worried.
We can't play this shit for so long. We ain't clear this shit. I mean, it's already gonna be blocked now.
No,
God damn it!
What did you do?
he spilled.
He's gonna take care of himself. But you see,
Does anyone have like tissue or something?
I do. I got it. But not here.
Anyway, I'm gonna.
These dudes is lying, man.
No.
Liars.
You was with us on that backpack.
Okay, so make the claim. Make the claim. Explain the background story because the kids don't know.
Okay, so
I wasn't there either.
let me take you guys back, right? How long was it ago?
It was
Like
like
2
2 or
years ago.
3
2 years
years
ago.
ago.
We're chilling in my apartment. You know, I
we
remember.
were working on one of our ideas. It was,
Right, exactly.
It was
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the big ones. I'm not
Yeah,
going to say it because
One of the big ones. One of the big ones, right?
I was gonna
It was
make
sunny
you-
It was
outside.
the biggest one we did.
It was
We had
sunny
a-
I was gonna
outside.
make you
You
kids
know.
rich. I was gonna make you kids rich. I remember.
No.
What?
Did any of you
Hey.
execute?
We were going to make you rich, especially me. I was going to make you
Shut
rich.
the fuck up.
And now he works at a bank.
Only lies.
I'm getting rich. Nigga.
Only lies. So what's the story? So what did I say?
So it was.
What did I say?
So by the way, let me get you some background information, right?
Yeah,
So it was sunny outside. You know, we were just
it was
chilling, right?
summer months.
Yeah, it was a summer.
It was-
summer in the summer,
hey, it was
exactly.
a
Like
long
2
summer.
years
It was a
ago,
good-
right? Exactly.
You did lie
Yeah.
already because it
And-
Summer of
It
2016.
was winter.
It was
Nah,
summer.
So it did happen.
It was summer.
It did. So it did happen.
Yeah,
So it did
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
So it did happen.
See,
I see that. So I said.
See,
motherfucker.
What did I say? What did I say? 'Cause if you know,
Anyway,
what did I
let's
say?
Let's get to it.
so Oliver always claims that these kids nowadays want to hear these very very joyful songs. That was actually his explanation for the lyrical or lyric people like rappers being
Lack
less
of lyrics.
lyrical,
Trash them.
right?
Go ahead.
We were
Rappers
talking
being less
about
lyrical,
J.
right?
Cole,
We're
like
talking about
Kendrick,
J. Cole,
that
Kendrick.
whole group coming up.
Exactly.
Cardi, all those niggas.
Yeah, and he says,
But those people are lyrical. What do you mean?
yeah,
Like,
those are
yeah,
lyrical.
yeah,
Yeah,
Exactly.
those are lyrical.
Like,
and
like
he was saying,
and then
he brought.
then these little pumps and
Nah, Lil Pump wasn't
He
there.
was the
Lil
Pump
Pump,
wasn't
Lil
there.
Yachty,
Lil Pump
all
wasn't
the
there.
Lil Wait.
The Lil started coming
But
up.
I'm talking about those type of people, like those type of rappers came up, and then
You was the one
and
who
his
put us on
explanation
those.
one. His explanation was
you told us to listen to K.
yes, exactly.
You told us to listen to
Exactly.
Sci-Hi.
We were disappointed in
And
you.
then-
You
You
did
are
that.
disappointing.
You brought us these people.
You are a
But what's your
disgrace.
point? 'Cause it needs to be clear.
Abomination.
It needs to be
What?
clear for the people watching.
Now
What's
you're
your
on this
point?
heathen
My
shit.
point.
Listen.
My point is. My point is.
Now you're on
my
this-
point is. There was a shift. There was a shift from lyrical lyrical rappers to kumbaya rappers. That
Kumbaya.
meaning
Bro.
Chance.
more fun.
I don't
more
listen to
fun.
him.
Basically.
No, I'm not talking about Chance. I'm talking about these little
Chance
Pumps
is the
and these Lil
ultimate
Uzi,
kumbaya rapper.
Lil Uzi, that type of those
you
type
mean
of
that?
Okay,
those
stop,
type
stop,
of artists,
stop,
right?
stop.
So
No,
wait,
no,
let
no,
me
no,
wait.
no.
But then let me finish my point. How do you explain 6ix9ine?
Explain to you.
Because he's
I'm gonna explain
actually
to
like he's a
No, he's
gangster rapper or
No, he's
grimy rapper. I don't know. Like
No,
He's
he's
a
I don't
troll.
know where to put him in
He's
what
a troll.
box to put him. But anyway,
He's not
that was
a
my point.
gangster rapper.
Let me explain to you.
He,
6ix9ine is a troll.
But-
They're bullshitting. They're bullshitting.
Yeah.
So what,
They're
I remember the
bullshitting.
conversation we were
Nah.
talking about.
they're bullshitting.
They're bullshitting.
I thought you meant the rappers are
Nah.
bullshitting.
No.
I don't know.
I was explaining to what I was explaining to them is that people are tired of listening to lyricism and they're more focused on sound and the way you create sound with your voice. People like Future is what you should have mentioned. Migos,
Well,
Young Thug. These are the kind of people. That's the kind of people I mentioned.
No,
Not
you
Lil-
didn't. No, you
and what-
didn't. No, you didn't. Lil Uzi Vert was
And
mentioned.
Lil Uzi,
Lil
100%.
Vert was
100% Lil Uzi.
Vert was
100%. I
mentioned.
shouldn't have forget Lil Uzi. Of course,
Yeah.
Lil Uzi.
We were talking about the Lil Uzi Vert type of rappers.
That's.
I'm not
these people.
talking. No. I'm talking.
That's
About,
these
I'm not
people.
talking about Future. I'm not talking about Future. Okay.
Listen,
I'm talking
listen.
about Lil Uzi Vert type
You
of
need
rappers.
to learn how this works.
Lil Pump.
You don't
Lil
know.
Pump. Lil Pump type of rappers. Lil Uzi Vert type of rappers. Okay.
Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Pump are not in the same.
yeah, no, they're not.
They're not in the
They're not.
same.
Whatever.
He doesn't understand what he's talking about.
These Lil
Listen,
nigga.
Weren't you the Lil Wayne fan?
I was.
Hey!
I am.
Yo,
Nah.
shut.
Because it's Lil, so then it's no. My point was
right
that
here.
people want to listen more to that, and
this,
then
this is different, but okay.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
definitely
That's
different
true.
because Lil Wayne
And
is
but that-
lyrical.
Listen,
Lil
but that
Wayne's,
still applies. He still fits that crowd.
Lil Wayne?
No. 6ix9ine. Tekashi.
But your
the one
point
the show
was,
is the show is about.
Your point was they want to hear fun music.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, you did.
I didn't say that.
You
You
said
did say that.
You said
You did
fun
say that.
music. Fun
We have-
lyrics.
What's your definition of fun
we
music?
have been
Chance
telling
the
us-
Rapper type music?
No.
Lil-
You're about
Music.
you're about
Okay,
this.
music you
I-
can play in a club. That's what I meant.
No
right?
fun music.
no,
no. Like because
Music you play at a party. What did I mean by fun music?
Because in that period, people were depressed or something, right? That was your explanation. People are depressed. They want to hear this fun music, not these like deep rooted insecurities about artists
That's
and
still
everything.
correct. That's still correct.
So what is this?
This is fun music.
This is fun music.
Yeah, this is, I think.
This is fun music.
This
That's
fun
what
music?
you don't. That's what you don't understand. Look, don't they look? Don't these people look happy to you? Look at my people. They're excited.
They're not happy. Look at
Watch. Hold on.
They don't look happy, at
Bro,
all.
this dude is ecstatic. Look at him. He's having a great time.
I want to put that in the podcast. Just as a small.
Yeah,
clip
just
of
that
him.
piece.
Can
Can we get that guy on the podcast doing dancing? That's all.
They're having a
They're
good.
fucking going off, man. They love it. Play this, bro.
But
This is fun music.
I think this is a troll. This whole 6ix9ine
They
thing.
play this in the club.
But
This is troll.
let's get to the meat of the podcast.
It's the same thing.
Like the
It's the
6ix9ine
same thing.
Charlemagne.
It's just
interview.
more. They've made it more aggressive. 6ix9ine Charlemagne interview was a phenomenal interview.
It was a really good
one of the
interview.
best interviews the Breakfast Club's had. in
Talk
a
on
long
it. Talk
time.
on it.
What do you mean?
What actually happened?
So he gets there, right, and the kid's just awkward right off the rip. So they ask him why, how do you come with the name? How do you come
And
with the name?
he
Tekashi
basically,
6ix9ine.
he basically
And he
shut
says, I don't want to
him
start there. I don't want to start there. I want to get right in. Just now, I want to get right into it. And they said, so where do you want to start? I said, wherever you want to start. That already is awkward.
No, but he did his research. He knows that show, The Breakfast Club. When do they ever? They never talk about the music. They never do. He knows that. He knows they're gonna spin the shit. Let's talk about. Let's get
They're
to
good
it.
interviewers.
And
They catch
he
you off
never.
guard.
He doesn't do too many interviews like in depth.
No, he doesn't do.
Tekashi,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
No.
He was very well prepared for the interview,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
They kept, so the point, so what was the interview about? The interview was about the fact that he's on social media, you know,
Letting his nuts hang.
letting his nuts hang. Letting his nuts hang.
He said that way too often.
And
Yeah.
what they're trying to tell him is like, look, it's people who want to kill you now, so don't do that anymore. And he's like, I'm gonna keep doing it. That's what it comes down to, because he's being himself. He's not afraid. He's the king of the city, king of New York, and he's
Allegedly.
untouchable. And
Cardi B is also
hottest
great.
artist in the city. He's the hottest artist in the city.
But what about Cardi B though?
No, Cardi B is great. Love Cardi B. Cardi B is amazing. Love Cardi B. Want to do something with Cardi B? The hottest artist in the city. Still the hottest artist in
You
the
understand
city.
the reference
Which
when
is
you
like-
listen to the interview.
It's like I don't know how to.
Well,
The
you
question
can have a
is-
king and a queen.
Well, the question is because there's two ways to look at it. They were talking about whether he's gonna last as a artist
Yeah.
and then whether he's gonna last as a person. Hurt him.
yeah.
And when
Bad.
he had that apparently he had that one incident at an event where someone was waiting on him at his performance. So they were
Yeah.
waiting on stage, they were waiting on him to jump him, and then he didn't
Perform.
he didn't perform. He
Mhm.
didn't
Because
go
of that.
because of that. And then that is a contradiction there. Oh, you say you're a gangster, this and that. He says, oh, it's a difference between being gangster and being stupid.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
I understand that part there. Like,
I mean, he's
why,
right.
Why would you just put yourself in a situation like that?
No,
when
but
you
listen.
know you're going
no,
to get
no,
beat
no,
up.
no, no. The thing is, no.
I thought that wasn't a good look, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I'd
Because
rather
he
be smart than be
contradicts
beat up.
himself. He contradicts himself.
Even as a gangster,
He's
I
like,
think
come get
all-
me wherever you can get
Nah,
me, and
nah.
then
I
like when they
think
show
as
up,
a
you don't
gangster,
show up.
I think as a
I mean-
gangster, you still want to look smart and be smart instead of being beat up.
Listen, then you.
I mean,
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Why
not
would you
kidding.
get-
World star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
would
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Why would you go on stage when you know that every motherfucker on that stage is trying to kill you?
Because you keep inviting these people to come kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but, I mean, well, doesn't that say something?
That's why it's a-
But that's my thing. Why is no one talking about the fact that it's also kind of weird that I mean he's asking for it, but he's online talking suck my dick and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
exactly.
But why is it that that's gonna get him killed?
Yeah.
Like that's a legitimate reason that
Like,
he's in danger. because
Everybody's
that's-
focusing on him. Nobody's
No, wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait,
how
wait, wait,
how
wait,
it's
no, no,
how
fucked
the
up
culture's
that-
reacting.
Listen,
Like,
listen. So
Mhm.
Because on the
in that culture, right?
You don't.
I'm not there. I'm not from there. Okay, but
neither-
what I heard,
neither
right?
of us.
But what I heard,
No,
right?
don't do what I heard. Don't do
What I heard
Don't do
was
what you heard.
Allegedly.
if you allegedly, if you call a nigga out, sorry for using that word, but anyway, if you call a person out, you have to, stand for the,
ready to-
repercussions.
Be ready to
but-
kill or die.
Yeah,
You need to
exactly.
protect
Be
yourself.
ready to kill or die.
What are you talking about protecting? You calling people
Dude.
out. You are calling people out. And when they arrive at the, rendezvous spot, and
What
you're not
rendezvous
there,
spot?
Okay,
No,
okay,
no,
but
this is
okay.
not a rendezvous
No, but okay,
spot.
there's a difference. We have to be fair. There's a difference between a setup and
This was a setup.
because he was at the sneaker store and the dude was there.
Yeah.
And he even
Eyeballing
there,
him.
Yeah.
there, the dude was with a group and he was
Yeah.
with like few people and,
And they were just
they talked. He
Yeah.
confronted him.
yeah,
Nothing happened.
yeah.
Now you went and get like another 12, 15 people.
like, what's
And
up?
he's waiting there on the stage to jump the kid.
Mhm.
He's with his.
So you
manager
bring
and
your
that's it.
people.
He's not from. Where was it?
I
again?
hear- yeah,
He wasn't
it's-
from there.
No,
He's
it
from
was-
New
I think it
York.
was LA.
wasn't
This
LA.
It was
LA.
in somewhere. It was.
Or
somewhere
was
else.
this Houston? No,
I think
Houston was another
Houston.
thing.
It was
Houston,
this
right?
was somewhere
was
far
Houston.
away from his
This was
place.
Houston. Yeah, he's right.
It was
It
Houston?
He's from New York. He
So
wasn't there
he
with
had
his
like 4
manager.
people with him. The others
You
were,
take
like
it-
with 15.
Like you're
that's a
beginning
jump.
I
artist,
get
you
it.
don't take your whole
That's a
team with
jump.
you.
I
You don't
get
want to
it.
pay it for everybody.
Get your,
You wanna
Anyone
save
can,
money.
bro. You could be as
He really
gangster
needs
as you want.
security,
If you
though.
get jumped, you get jumped.
he really
It
needs
doesn't
security
matter,
though.
Like it doesn't matter how gangster you are. You make sure you
They
don't
jumped
get
Lil
jumped.
B. You remember? Do you guys see
Yeah.
that when they jumped Lil B? They
Lil
jumped
B
Lil
is a
B.
fucking god in DC.
Yeah.
They jumped Lil B. Like 20. Do you see the video?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like 20 motherfuckers with like book bags.
That's the weird
With
thing.
book
yeah.
bags and skinny jeans.
Coming from the
This
library.
is the weirdest. Have you seen it?
Nah.
It's like the
I've seen
weirdest
it.
jumping I've
It's-
ever
it's-
seen.
it's
Like
a-
it's just
like-
I heard about it. But
because
that's
they're like all fashion type guys. So, but they're doing this gangster shit.
It's the
But they're
weirdest
like
thing.
wearing skinny jeans and shit. And they're stomping. You should watch.
I haven't seen
just
it.
trying to
Have
wear
you
their
seen
pants and all that shit.
I heard about it. I
And they
didn't
have
know
the
this
book
shit.
bags with them. It looks stupid.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Well,
Yo,
like
but still, you can be the biggest gangster in the world, man. It's 20
No.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
no, but we need to
Trying to
let
meet you up.
Like you say, a valid point here. Why is it normal for a stage or a place where you just get paid to perform that they can pull up a setup on you? Like
There's certain rules. People get. They did
People
it,
are saying it's like not an inside operation, but more like because this guy is such a high status in Houston that, like, with the people,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
venue
The
people,
guy who
they,
did it.
like,
Yeah,
sort of
no, the
arrange
guy
it.
who did
you
it.
have the whole
Yeah.
thing.
the
of talking
bodyguards,
in-
the security people
Yeah.
were afraid
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy. They were
Because
like,
he
that's
runs
some
these
serious
streets.
shit,
He's the king of Houston.
But-
the king of Houston.
like,
Guys,
if
J.R. Prince.
he said a very valid
Junior
point and
is his son.
something that doesn't
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
get
it was-
addressed
yeah.
in a lot of hip hop, and it happens in the UK also sometimes with grime artists. Like you get booked for a place, so for somewhere to perform, but the booking, the stadium, the the venue doesn't provide good enough protection for you or doesn't help you out with whatever. That doesn't make any sense. I'm here to perform for you. I'm trying to make you money. You can't
He's
even.
right.
You
He's
can't
right. He
even
made a
protect
good point.
my
He's
life?
supposed to perform, but he's supposed to look over his back while he's performing.
How?
He can't,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
right. He's right. He was
How?
right.
But
But I think he made the right
That was
move
one
on
of
that
his most valid points.
But at
in
the
the
same
whole
time,
interview.
You can't provide certain amounts of security. Like
Yeah.
if
No, but then you should not
15
book
guys
him.
come in.
Then you should not book
But
him.
Yeah.
people do that. But
Yeah.
that's what the Breakfast Club is saying.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Next time they're gonna be like, we're just not gonna book you. They did that to Lil Durk had that problem in the beginning of his career. Lil Durk concerts were like straight up just like brawls. Like you go to learn because there's like it's in Chicago.
Yo.
It's in Chicago, and when he wasn't really famous yet, he doesn't get like the proper venues. Chief Keef too.
Yeah, Chief
So it was
Keef
just
too.
like
I
these,
can see that.
small, even Migos too. Then they had to jump people and shit. They had to fight.
I don't
Always
know
these
why
brawls.
would people want to fight the Migos.
And then when they got bigger on the internet and
You
stuff,
can deny them.
then
anymore.
they wanted
Huh.
to do certain venues, and then people would be like, "No, we're not gonna let you come. No, you can't show up. No, this and that." And then when he changed up his act, then they were like, "Okay, now." So it is a thing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
No, but Charlemagne and Envy and Angela Yee were right. Like, if you want to make money in this business, in the music business, you need to make sure that venues can trust you. You don't cause too many problems for them. They can protect you. They should give you protection. They should give you bodyguards and all of that. But you should not go overboard.
But now let's take it a different direction.
Where you want to go?
With
Where you want to
Tekashi.
go? Where you
Because
wanna go?
isn't this the appeal?
Exactly. That was
it.
my next point.
That's the appeal.
That's
point.
That's what
the
the
next
kids
thing.
love. The kids love there's all these people. There's people apparently. I saw when you look at the you see all the recommended videos. There's all these videos of these old men in their 30s
Yep.
who are we're gonna get you this and that,
Yeah.
this and that. And he went on this show that every one of them watches, and he
He
told them that he
shut
lets his nuts in.
and he told them, "Don't you
Yeah.
have kids to take care of?"
Yeah, but he's
Don't you
cool.
have kids?
But
Bro, don't you have
basically,
kids? The one with the game was the
Hey.
funniest. The game, he has kids, right?
Yeah.
What you weren't having? His career is an old career. He's trying to like a old marriage.
but it
He's
is
trying to
weird,
suck
right?
it up.
Like, think about it. You have all of these old fucking people, 40 years old, trying to catch a kid. A kid who's
And that's
just
why
hanging
rainbow
out.
hair. With
And that's why the
rainbow
kids
hair.
love him.
Yeah.
And there's so
He
much.
is the internet.
Mm-hmm.
The kids love him. 'Cause the kids love the rebellion of it.
But
And
he's
this-
authentic too. He's what he is in the videos.
Yeah, he does it in videos. Then he did an interview.
That doesn't
And
mean
then he
he
did it again.
actually is like that. But the persona he puts out
It's
on the
consistent.
internet is
It
the
sticks,
same.
it
as-
sticks,
consistent.
yeah.
It's consistent.
Imagine your dad
In-
beefing
in,
with him.
In
What the
Charlemagne's,
hell?
in Charlemagne's own podcast, he said that Tekashi, after the interview, said, "Hey, yeah, this is all persona and everything, but
Who
yeah,
said that?
Tekashi,
Told.
But who said he said that?
Charlemagne."
There's no point. There's no,
No,
point.
this is just what they. But
I don't believe
I
Charlemagne.
I think
I like Charlemagne.
I
I like
think
his show, but
what
He
I
was trying
think
to
is
stand his ground where
I
he-
think
he-
Tekashi
Black.
knows that he has a certain persona and he knows what to do to get the internet folks. He knows how to get the SoundCloud people.
yeah.
He knows how to get the Twitter people. He knows how to get them and keep them happy and get them to come to his concerts. And that's the only thing he's trying to do. He's not trying to get all of these old people, 40 years
people
old,
wanna
30
go-
years old.
People want to like him because it's edgy. Because people want to go to the concert because it's edgy.
Mhm.
That's the appeal. You know what it is? It's interesting. Is this? You see this? Because he's not the. If people remember, X got jumped too,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was he fucked up because he went. He had a similar thing where he had beef with someone in that city. So I think it was San Diego. I think it was the
No
guy,
idea.
the rapper from San Diego, Rob Bass. I think I'm correct on that actually. He had beef anyway with someone in that city, and I'm pretty sure it was San Diego, it was Rob Bass, and he went there, and he performed. He's like, I don't give a fuck, I'll perform wherever I want. And then
Oh, the Migos jumped him, but that's another.
the Migos didn't jump him.
Yeah, the Migos jumped him.
They did have beef.
With
Mig-
Tentacion.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but I'm not talking
But
about
They
this
didn't
is-
jump
this
him.
is
It
another
was,
jumper.
it was a
Kid gets jumped a lot too.
Yeah,
You see the thing?
yeah.
Because he's also loud on the internet.
Yeah,
So you get
but he
jumped.
got jumped by
But
one guy.
Tentacion got jumped at almost every concert he did for like a half a year. Like he got knocked off of the stage a few times.
No, but
all
the
of that
San
kinda
Diego
shit.
one was greasy.
Mm.
Dude
Yeah,
was
kid-
asleep. Dude was asleep.
Yeah,
See that
yeah,
one?
yeah. I saw that one.
He's
That's the
when-
one I saw. Wasn't it? But that was also an inside operation. That was,
Yeah,
a,
it
that
was
was a
inside
security
operation.
guard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, this is when he got
The kid
knocked.
got-
knocked
yeah.
out-
Who
knocked
was
off the
it's Rob
stage.
Bass, right?
There's no name here. Let me.
San
But-
Diego,
yeah.
Rob Bass. Because they have, what I heard was they have like San Diego's like one rapper. They're like, it's kind of, so they all love him. And then that's how they got people inside to do the security jobs. And then while he's performing, they just
that's the one.
clean
That's the
hit.
one. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to watch the video. Like,
Then why don't you play the video?
video,
You idiot. That's
Okay.
the one.
Messed up.
He ain't wearing shoes,
Knocked out.
He ain't wearing
Damn.
shoes, nothing. He ain't wearing shoes or anything,
It's a huge.
bro.
If you're not wearing shoes at your show,
if
you're
you're not wearing shoes,
you're asking for it.
you're gonna get knocked out.
Okay.
You can't keep your
Yeah, Rob
your
Stone.
posture. Rob Stone
Yeah.
said some other shit.
So
Rob
shoes.
I
Rob
fucked
Bass.
it up. I fucked it up. This is
Anyway.
why we have. This is why we have.
The internet.
But it's San Diego.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was a
But that's what I'm
clean
saying. Like, it's more and more. That's the appeal. Like, there's more and more of these kinds of people who are just rebelling and being very vocal about, having like these outlandish opinions, and that's sort of the appeal. But it also gets them hurt. You have Lil Yachty did it. Lil Xan is doing it.
Luzanne is getting
All your
a
people.
lot
You
of
haven't been
flack.
hurt yet. Lil Xan is
Lil
dope.
Xan isn't doing it like they're doing it.
No,
Lil
they
Xan is
all-
scared as fuck.
They
and he
all
admits
have
it.
different ways of doing it, but they're essentially doing
Lil
the
Xan,
same
they tried to
thing,
jump him
same
too,
way.
right?
Yeah,
He
and then
ran.
he went on his. He sort of apologized.
No, but they're all doing it different ways. For instance, Lil Xan is saying that Tupac isn't
Yeah, and
the
then,
best rapper that has.
Did you
lived
see what
ever.
he did last?
But-
yeah.
They're all doing it in different. They're all trying to do the same thing. They're trying to make their shows edgy, to make themselves edgy, to make themselves seem like the most interesting thing right now in hip hop and music, and that way they're trying to get these followers to follow them. But they're all handling or getting there on different ways. Like
Lil Xan is sick though. Lil Xan has some dope songs.
some of them have really good
I
songs.
I haven't
They-
really listened to.
They
him,
make
but-
pretty good music. That's
Yeah, but this thing, you,
That's
What-
the
what-
thing.
what- what do you listen
didn't
to?
Give it a chance. You didn't even give it a chance.
What do you listen to?
do you- what
I'm
do you-
open. I'm open
Did you know
to
that?
discuss.
which one. Which one do you want me to play right now? Like, give me a name.
30 seconds.
Just look up Lil Xan. There's one song he did. I forget. It's a
Hey,
long
so
time
but
ago.
have you guys seen he did California Love on his last show?
Cool.
Lil Xan
Oh, the
to
song.
give respect to Tupac,
Oh, I've seen this kid before.
Which one?
and he admits he fucked up, huh? By making those statements.
Let's play that one.
Lil Xan, Wake Up.
He's like trap for kids.
Yeah, it's easy trap. Simple. Yeah.
He shut that shit off.
No, we have to.
How old is this kid?
He's
Oh,
like
no.
17, right?
Oh,
No,
no,
he
no,
was
no.
19.
Right.
These are real tests on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them like. Hey, Tekashi's
has
also
tats all over
young.
his face. and he's
Tekashi's like-
20-something.
Lil Xan is 21.
Tekashi's 20.
Holy shit.
But what do you guys think of the fact of the Tupac debacle?
I think something very interesting. I think that it's sort of like the stage with the art form. Hip hop is very new art form. And I think as an art form, it's getting it's an art form of like
It's
rebellion.
mutating.
It was an art form of rebellion, and now it's gotten to a stage where the art form is rebelling. on itself. So like the new generation is just rebelling on the old one. And that's constantly what you see. All these new
Yeah,
kids are trying to
absolutely.
make this
Yeah.
point of like,
44.
oh, people before sucked. We're the new thing. We're the ones that are gonna. And you didn't have that. It used to be like you had to respect. The
You had to
previous thing, you
respect
had to
the previous
respect
one, yeah.
always. And then later on, it became like.
I see
now
this.
it's
I see this as the start, or maybe it has already started. But this is the internet wave. This is the internet rappers. You had the gangster rappers.
You always think it's the internet. Joe.
no, but
It is though.
Where's your
It
backpack
is.
though? What?
it is.
Listen, man.
Like the reason why they can reach these people, the reason why they don't need the radio stations and all that, is because they can do it on SoundCloud.
But this is not about. Wait, hold on. This is not about not needing the radio station. This is
It
about
is.
How is it? Why? This is
I
about
think it's
You
about
don't-
the
you
audience.
don't-
I think
this
it's
is
about the
about-
You
audience.
don't need everybody to
It's
listen to
cutting-
it.
cutting
Just
out
need-
the
man. It's about the
gatekeepers.
audience. No.
Yeah, but
no.
this is about
It's about
being
the
able
audience,
to
man.
shit on the
Nah,
the people
but,
before you.
But that's
Mm.
I think
That is, I don't think it's about shitting on the people before you. It's on carving your own path here and getting to a certain segment that
Guys.
wasn't reachable first.
you guys are familiar with the term clout chasing, right?
Yeah.
This is what it is as well.
Okay, explain what.
So clout chasing is
Kids.
mentioning someone's name and shitting on someone or beefing on someone
And
to
using it.
increase your
Yeah,
views,
yeah,
to
yeah.
get their following.
Oh,
to
we've
get
tried
the
to do
hate.
that here.
Yeah, well, we're doing it.
That's what we're doing.
yeah, fuck you, Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what
Okay,
it is.
I don't
And
know
part
him.
of it is
Okay, I'm just saying.
They live far away. It's fine. We shouldn't worry. We don't have to worry about getting jumped in Houston.
Nah, we're not going there.
So,
But
No.
so I think this stuff gets attention from the old generation. These are the most respected rappers that nobody ever says shit
but
about.
this is
No, but it's
interesting
no, no,
thing.
no, no,
But
no,
it's
no,
a
no.
different
I think-
era,
I think-
like-
The
I
way
think
you
you guys
describe
are-
it,
I
you
think-
make it sound like they're doing it just for the clout.
It's not only
Maybe
for
they
that.
mean it. You don't think they mean it?
I
They
think
don't
I think they mean it.
I
No,
think
no,
they
I think
mean
they
it.
mean it. I think they mean it because
I think it is
No.
rejecting the old
No.
guard and saying like, "Fuck you, this is something else. We're doing our own kind of hip hop. This is
think
not
it's
your
just-
shit."
But you think it's just the clout? I think this is interesting. You think it's just
It
the
is a
clout?
clout. And Lil Xan went back on what he said. He's like, literally, he didn't say that. He says
He-
he
Because
said,
he's being jumped.
Yeah,
Yes,
but he didn't say
that's the
that.
only
He
reason.
just said he thought the music was boring. And okay, I guess it makes sense that Tupac's music is boring to these kids because they're listening to this stuff.
Yeah, but
right?
that's
So,
that's
no,
that's
but
what we're
there's
getting
a
at.
difference in
These kids wanna.
generation. I think. Listen. If you
I
were
think he's
brought
gonna
up,
say agree with me. When I
no,
said
but if you actually grew up with hearing Tupac and Biggie and those type of rappers, right? You would respect them more. But
Yeah.
these kids nowadays, they just listen to Lil Xan or these younger people and younger rappers. So you don't associate yourself or you don't listen to these older cats.
Mhm.
So if a rapper like Lil Xan, whatever, he says something about Tupac, they don't know Tupac. They don't even, some kids don't even know Jay-Z.
You need to remember one thing. Like
So
Tupac died 1969.
No,
a
he
lot-
didn't die in 1969. 1996.
96. I flipped it. Sorry.
Numbers, Jeff.
Sorry. Sorry. I don't work with numbers.
We're on
But-
it. We're live.
but-
He works at a bank.
1996. He died in 1996. A lot of these kids that are now listening to hip hop,
Yeah, they
a
weren't
lot
born.
of these kids that are now becoming famous and artists, they didn't listen to most of his shit.
these
they-
kids, you know who they're
There is
coming up
respect
with?
though.
They're coming up with like Young Thug.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's
Living
their
on the mat.
Tupac.
Just do
Yeah.
the math. If you do
Yeah.
the math on it, this kid is
21.
21 now. Young Thug came up like 2012, 2013.
But
That's
there are
already,
more
like-
people that came up with Tupac
Yeah,
than
but
there
they
are
don't
that
care about
didn't.
that.
That's why they are shitting on him.
No, I don't think that.
That
I
is
think
why
you're-
they're shitting
I think
on
you're wrong about it. I think
You literally said
the-
that,
I
Lil
think an
Xan.
older generation.
Anyway.
I think the older people, like the 25 and over, and people like us, and maybe even 30 and over, those people are putting way more stock into Tupac because that was their shit.
And plus, you have to
Yeah.
realize in just basic psychology and how people are set up is younger people first of all have time to listen to music, right? Older people
as well.
they
That as well.
they stick to what they know.
I see what he means. He's
You
right.
understand?
He's right. He's right.
He's
Stick
right.
to what
If
you
you're
know.
if you're busy, you don't have much
Exactly.
time to look up
You don't have
So-
time to research.
so these
like
people-
new artists.
You don't
and
go to
everything,
concerts.
right?
At some point, you
You go to
just
concerts.
at
watch
some
your
point you
shit.
just stop
Okay,
listening
yeah,
to
if it's going
Tupac.
That's it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Go to
So these
concerts
kids,
and look shit up and
what I'm trying to get at,
be all
and what
into
I
it.
assume Dunk is also trying to get at, is these kids just don't care about his music. His music, Tupac's, Biggie, all the older rapper, Nas, whoever, Jay-Z, they don't think their music is cool because they don't like it. They genuinely
don't.
don't like it.
Yeah,
It is-
but they don't think what they think about the artist, like that the artist is shit. If they're saying this guy's crap.
They could. I think
at all.
they
You
think
remember
that
the line?
I
You
don't
remember
believe
the
that.
line?
You
J-
know who I believe?
J.
I
Cole's
believe-
line.
Which
You
one?
remember the J. Cole's line in
Looking for trouble.
Looking for Trouble?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I forget what it is, but I know which one you mean.
That
I know
one,
which one you
right.
mean.
That
Like,
one.
no, I don't remember
That
what
one.
it is. You look it
What
up.
about it?
What I was gonna say, you know why I believe? I believe Lil Yachty. I believe. I think
Yeah.
he actually doesn't like
Yeah.
them. their music.
Yeah, but Lil
He
Yachty,
didn't-
because you know
it is?
what?
He didn't make a big deal out. He just really was. When he explains, he just is like, no, I just
Yeah.
don't think it's that good.
I
He
really
really explain. What's the other guy? And he's an actual like a little bro. Not I was mixing. Is it Vince Staples?
No, Vince
Tory
Staples.
Lanez.
You mean Jordan Lucas? Do you mean Jordan Lucas?
No, it's Vince Staples. He did the one.
Yeah,
The interview.
with 50
About what?
Cent. With 50 Cent.
He
and-
said the
yeah.
early 2000s is
Yes,
Yeah.
Vince
and
Staples.
that like everything.
Vince is
before
also
the
somebody who
90s,
just says what he
is not
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And I think he really means
Yeah.
it. I don't
What did he
think-
say?
No, but
Vince Staples.
to
What
a
did he
certain
say?
extent, wait.
He
To a
said-
certain extent, I actually agree with him.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
No.
We're a different era.
Yeah, we're
93.
different era exactly. But, so
Well, we sort of fall in between.
We
To
fall
be
in
honest.
between,
Yeah.
but what we listened to was 2000s and after.
But very,
'Cause-
just to clear, so what Vince
Yeah.
Staples, because he didn't.
Yeah.
What Vince Staples said, he
Mhm.
said, I don't know why everyone is always so hyped up over the 90s, as the golden age of hip hop. He said it was the early 2000s.
Yeah.
People like 50 Cent, when Kanye West came up,
Mhm.
Wayne, that's what he's saying.
yeah,
And then people like
Yeah, I mean,
the rapper Nori called him out.
Yeah.
'Cause he's from the era before that. And
Yeah.
like, oh, that's not true. You don't know what you're talking about. History, this and that.
To us,
So,
Lil Wayne is probably the biggest rapper that has ever lived.
no.
One of the biggest
No,
rappers.
it's not. It's
No,
not Lil Wayne.
when we
Kanye
came
West.
when we came
Yeah, Drake.
So we're having this conversation.
when we
yeah.
came
For
up
yourself.
when we came up
No
no,
way.
but what I'm trying
Lil Wayne.
to get at
But he's
is when
one of
we
the-
came
he's one of the
when
big
we
ones,
grew
one
up
of the
when we
biggest
were
ones.
listening to
Lil
hip hop a
Wayne.
lot.
One of the bigger ones.
Bro.
One of the
Listen,
big ones.
you're saying it's
we're not
Hold
not
on,
having this
hold on,
discussion.
fine,
We're not
fine.
having this
Fine,
discussion.
fine.
But what I'm trying to say is when we were growing up, when we were talking
Yeah.
about hip hop, when we were discussing it like it was life, we were talking about Lil Wayne, Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z. A few
Later
other
on,
those were our
no.
rappers.
But we grew up in different places. I think that's why. Yeah,
That
because I
could be
did.
it.
Because I did grow up in the. It was still like Pac was always being compared to those guys though.
Really?
Yeah, in my
Cool,
era.
okay. When you were like a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
For us, Pac
it stuck
was
around,
not
and Jordan has
even in
stuck
the
around
conversation.
around for a long time.
But there's a
with Tupac.
difference, you know.
Because my cousin, I remember, he's
Western
a few
Yeah, yeah.
years
That's
older than
different.
me.
No, that's
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
And so in Jordan, it was like you hang out a lot with your cousins and your cousins' friends who are usually older than you and stuff.
Okay, that
So
makes
that's
sense.
the,
Okay.
those
yeah.
are the people that usually put the younger guys onto music,
Mhm.
and Pac was and Biggie were always the ones, right?
Yeah, but
mean,
you
I've
see
listened
the
to Pac.
influence. You see the
Mhm.
influence.
But I've
Yeah.
listened to
Yeah,
Pac.
but if you
So
hang out,
I had an
hang out
older
with-
brother
with
that
a lot
listened
of-
to Pac
yeah.
the whole time, so
Yeah.
I listened to.
But if
I
you
heard
listen,
it.
if you hang out with the say like people from the same age, they listen to the 2000.
I remember
type
every
of-
day our
type of music.
conversations
Yeah,
were
yeah.
just you.
No, I mean we
Mhm.
we did.
were you and Oliver beefing over Lil Wayne, Kendrick.
And I was
uh,
right. every
Drake,
time. I was
Kanye.
right every
We
time.
it was beefing over those artists. We didn't talk about Pac, Biggie. Nas was not
Nah,
even in
yeah.
the
Mm.
conversation.
Nas wasn't in a
Well, it's
conversation.
because they weren't. I mean,
Yeah.
two
No,
of them-
I mean,
take
later
into account,
on.
two of them were dead.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I'm just
Still-
talking about
still,
people
but,
from that
like
era.
there are people. Yeah.
Two of them.
Jay Z
passed
wasn't
away
even in our
already.
conversations
Jay
that
Z
often.
wasn't making music as much as
At
he
the
used
moment,
to.
yeah, at that
I
moment,
mean,
yeah.
Like these
Yeah.
are artists that were relevant that are currently
Mhm.
going. Now, if you look now, Kanye West is gone, Lil Wayne is gone.
He's somewhere in what?
Drake is
Somewhere in the
Wyoming.
mountains, something,
Yeah,
right?
but
Hey, yeah,
Drake-
Kanye,
Kanye is
they're
in
working on a
Wyoming
project.
recording an album,
Yeah.
bro.
it will come
He needs
down.
to
And,
fucking-
Hey man, you remember what I told you? I'm gonna keep to it. I said
what
Kanye is gonna, because he dropped some shit albums recently.
yeah.
He's gonna drop a fire album now, and then he's gonna fade away.
You know how I know? Let me tell you how we're gonna know if the Kanye West album is gonna be good or not. He loses weight, it's gonna be good.
we don't want him to
doesn't
lose
look
his
like-
weight.
Yes, he does. Dude,
He has
he's
to,
been-
he has to.
doesn't look healthy. Have you seen him?
Did you see the difference?
Dude is fat as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like
Start taking
it's,
Kim
it's
Bro.
Kardashian. you get Kim Kardashian. You have to do shit anymore.
I
You
just
let
want to
himself
go back. To, I just want to go
Until
back
she
to that
leaves
good
you.
music era, man.
Uh,
The Good Friday era.
I'm telling you, man. If he hits the gym, he gets lean again. Album's fire.
This album is gonna be fire, but it's gonna be his last fire album. And I think it's
I
not
see-
him. He's not gonna. It's not that he's gonna fuck up. I think he's gonna just take a break from music for a bit and do other shit. He's gonna go on some Jay-Z
He has
stuff.
been on a break for like 5 years now.
Yeah, but this album that's coming is gonna be fire. I think.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for
Th-
you know
th-
this. I've been
should
saying
be-
this for months.
This should be his 444.
Yes, this is gonna be
That's
his
what it should be.
It's too
444.
early for his 444.
Yeah, but this will be it. Like he's not gonna.
What do you mean? It's
Get
too
something
early for his
better.
444?
that needs to be a little bit more time.
What do you mean a little bit more time?
Yeah, give it one or two.
What do
He'll
you
take
mean,
like a
what
5-year
do you-
sabbatical
Like,
and then come back.
He's just became a father of two second.
Dude, it's
like,
That's what fucks you up. That's why fathers always fathers. You get kids, you get fat.
Mm.
This
But yeah,
whoa,
like,
yeah. This,
it's just
let's
life.
get back to the topic
Yeah.
at hand. Like,
You should see pictures of my dad before he got me.
What,
like-
what I'm saying, what I'm saying is they're rebelling against the old
mhm.
movement because that's just the stage that the art form is in. now.
Yeah.
Every many art forms have it. Every art form has it.
Every-
Film has had it. Paintings had it. They look at first it's rebelling against the establishment, then it gets to a certain point where
one more
the art
thing.
form becomes the establishment, and then that's what you have
One
to rebel
thing.
against. It's always rebelling against the establishment.
Yeah.
One thing. Do we see? This is maybe a question that you don't like because you don't like.
I don't like you. Is what my problem is.
But
And your
do we see?
questions.
Because hip hop is not only music; it's also a lifestyle. We talked about that during the international hip hop episode.
Last week's episode.
Yeah,
Go watch it.
and listen. But do we see hip hop as an art form in the way that painting, modernism, the romantic period, and all those periods are?
Film.
Yeah, the film. You had the film black and white area. All that.
Let me
In a way, it is.
let me do
But
let
do
me
we-
do the film talk.
But do we?
We're not talking about film.
I'm not
No,
trying.
but I know. That's why I'm stopping.
I'm not trying to
Let me
do that. But like, do we see hip hop as one of those eras?
100%.
It's an era. Yeah.
It's an era in
No,
art.
actually, no.
It's an
Oh,
art form.
you mean like that?
Yeah.
It's an art form.
Art wave. Let me call it like that. then.
I don't say art wave.
No,
I don't say
because
art
it's
wave.
one. It's one art wave that keeps changing.
It's one
If you
art
know.
form that has different waves. That's really what I mean.
Hey,
That's what.
Yeah, but
like,
more
every
the
art form has-
abstract era had also different waves within it. It was just
Yeah, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It was one thing, but you had
Yeah,
different artists using it in different ways, and in the middle of it, everybody did something else. And
But people are doing
Yeah.
different things now.
yeah, but I just want to see how we look at that. If it is just this big thing, or is it just small thing within music?
No, it's a
Whoa,
whole.
no.
Oh,
a
it's
big thing.
much bigger
it's
than
a
it's much
lifestyle,
bigger than
man.
just the music. It's
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I think that one of the reasons the music is the way that it sounds now has a lot to do with technology. It has a lot to do with the smartphones and this shit that they
Mhm.
keep doing, and they
Yeah.
keep talking to each other,
Yeah,
going back and forth.
the Insta
Fucking
lives are
Soulja
getting out
Boy.
of hand. We need
Fucking
to.
Soldier Boy. And Chris
These
Brown
kids
working
need
in
to
a
stop
box.
doing these Insta lives.
I hate it when they do that.
It
This
is
should
annoying.
be the
Not a good look.
publicist's death. Like when he sees his guys going on live, he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it doesn't.
No.
look- it doesn't.
2
look good.
hours he's been talking shit here. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. The
They go-
publicists
It's
are
entertaining
fucked.
though. It's fucking entertaining.
They
Yeah.
go on and they say all sorts of crazy
They
shit.
say stuff they don't mean.
But I think you're right. Like the
Any
fact that
publicity
we
is good
have this
publicity.
technology
You just
that
have to
allows
spin
them
it right.
to do certain shit
Yeah.
is making the wave work. And
Do you remember when we
contort
did
in certain
the
way.
previous? We did a previous episode about viral rappers, and we
Mhm.
talked about
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
rappers on SoundCloud. And
Yeah.
I had this theory, and I don't remember if I shared it, but I'll share it again really quickly.
Do we have
about,
to?
Yeah, because it's,
Okay,
it's,
go ahead.
it's a fucking genius theory. Okay,
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
you can
Go
laugh.
ahead.
you
Go
can
ahead.
laugh.
Go ahead.
You'll laugh. You're gonna love it. It's fucking genius. Listen,
Uh-huh.
I think the technology is shaping the music itself, like how it's being made.
Mhm.
Because what I said was because of streaming now on Spotify and SoundCloud and everything being about algorithms. So meaning that if you get a certain amount of views and activity, you get rated higher and people see it more, and it gets
Yeah.
has this exponential effect. People make shorter songs.
The songs are now about
Absolutely.
1 minute,
People
52
now make
minutes.
shorter songs.
But
That's
it's the
new
attention
thing.
span thing too with the kids.
It's not.
It's
mm,
very
kinda-
much an attention span.
Kinda,
It's also
kinda,
that.
yeah.
That's
It's
another.
also
that's
sad.
definitely
That's
an
part
element.
of
But
it.
instead of
Definitely an
taking like the same, because it's a lot. Some of these songs are sort of somewhat
Repetitive.
repetitive.
Yeah.
So you could have done the same thing because people are gonna repeat it anyways. People replay it, so you could have just as well made a 4-minute song.
But they want you to replay.
But they want
it
you to
again.
replay it again.
Yeah.
I've heard so many songs where it's like 2 minutes. Like you could have just doubled this. You could have just done this again. It would have been a 4-minute song.
Mhm.
But they do it 2 minutes so that you have to replay it again. People replay it again. You get twice as many views, and then the algorithm puts you.
This is
up
why
high.
a lot of albums
That's-
suck now. If you have 3 good songs on a 10-song album, that's a lot better than 4 good songs on a 24-song album. You know, but people upload 24-song albums and put all the shit on there just to get streams.
But Brown did it good.
Nah,
We're
man.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing
We're
this.
not doing this.
You're
again.
back one time and you
It was
want to
like-
talk about that shit
we're not
again.
doing that.
Three,
That's
four-
not your only
We
topic.
had one segment. We had one moment. It's enough. We're not doing this again. This is
We're not.
it's fucking garbage. We should do an episode on him one day though. I
Mhm.
think.
We should
explain
to
to
clear
the
it
world.
up. And we're gonna
There's-
react to all
why
those
this-
How great he
With-
is, actually.
with his Lil Dicky video and all that.
How great he
There's-
is, right?
Man,
The Lil Dicky video, that's genius.
the man. Is,
You see,
He
pure
cannot deny it.
Genius.
He cannot deny it.
haven't
You
seen it. I
can't
haven't seen
deny.
it.
Oh, you haven't seen
Really?
it?
Okay,
No.
please.
No, we're not doing
no.
it now. We're not
No.
doing it now.
No. Wait.
We
We
might
might
do
do.
it-
No. This is a moment. Please just play it. I don't have
We're
to
not
talk.
doing it now.
No. Just play it.
Why?
should
It's
we
not
play
the
it?
topic.
We're not-
We'll
show
do it
them-
after.
Show him a
We'll
piece.
maybe
We'll
we'll
do it
maybe-
after.
We'll maybe do a mini episode. We'll do an
We'll
extra.
do it after.
We'll make an
We're in the
extra.
middle of a thing.
Just
Just
go
do
ahead.
it.
Go
Fucking
ahead.
direction.
Just go
We'll do a
ahead.
reaction thing.
Jeez.
You're not even here.
Hey,
though,
in that
so-
reaction thing, we should also react to those shit comments we got.
We'll do that. So my point
can do
is,
that one day.
I think
Lazio.
it's shaping the way the music is made. That's my point.
Yeah.
I think it's shaping the music.
That's a good point.
It is. Technology
think-
adapts with.
I think you're right with that.
Definitely is.
You're welcome.
But this is.
Shut the fuck up. Don't
but
be
this is-
smug.
bro. This is why we're in the age of beef. Do you see how much more beef there is now? Everyone, it's easy to beef with people with this video thing.
It's
But
with
easy
the
to
whole-
beef,
but it's
but
fake
it
beef,
is to
not real beef.
catch attention. Like it's
Yeah, of
getting
course,
more
but
plays.
That's it's the age of beef.
You don't think
Back in
it's
the day,
real?
you don't like someone, you shoot him.
Yeah, but wait, whoa, whoa,
Where
whoa,
did you-
whoa, whoa.
Wait.
Okay.
When
no,
did-
no,
when
in
did you
the,
see?
in the rap era.
Oh.
That's in hip hop. Not in my neighborhood.
No,
Shit.
you don't like someone, you shoot him.
Nah, I didn't live in that kind of neighborhood. Nah, it's no way.
Damn, son.
No,
Nah.
but I don't know if it's just that though. I don't think.
Right.
It's so much
maybe-
easier to get. If we now do a video, if we just go shit on someone, it's gonna get.
You think they're gonna
views.
talk about? But the person would have to react. Who do you want?
No.
To okay.
Yeah, but if they're
they
big
would
artists,
only do it. They would only react. No, the only way where how these beef things could work out as a marketing ploy is if both of them have a certain amount of following, and those followings can basically fight with each other. So these two bigger people are fake fighting, and the people beneath them, the fans, are fighting, and that's how they
But
get
it all
the groups.
fuels the platforms.
And
Yeah,
the
The
sales.
platforms fuel. You guys hear about
Instagram,
this shit?
YouTube,
This is like a
Snapchat,
huge-
all of those are
This
winning.
is sort of a segue, but I don't care because it's my
Go
fucking
ahead.
show. You guys,
it's not just your
you
show.
hear about the
Go.
Facebook thing?
Yeah.
You hear about what happened with Facebook, where they figured out that there was an app, the Cambridge Analytics.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
They figured out
Yeah.
basically there's an app that because Facebook has these apps that they let people make, and there was an app that stole all this data of people, and it affected the analytics of it was used to affect the elections.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's about how
Yes. Oh,
Mhm.
fuck.
yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
And then Mark Zuckerberg was like, "Man, bro, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Sorry. So, you guys see that South Park episode?
I was just about to say that.
Where
The Shell,
Yeah, the
Shell.
Shell. No, BP. BP.
Oh, it was
It's a parody of
Yeah.
BP. And the guys we're super sorry.
at some point he was on a rug, all
sorry.
naked.
That's what it reminded me of. Mark, you see that video is funny. You should
No,
watch
I
the video
didn't
of
see
Mark
the
Zuckerberg.
episode. The Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah.
The interview. You should interview with
Yeah,
Mark
I
Zuckerberg.
didn't see the South Park thing.
Yeah, but if you see the Mark Zuckerberg interview, it's fucking hilarious because he's sitting there
Brilliant.
and all he can do is we're really sorry. And it's like you fucked up the country. You fucked up the country.
Two
Not even
countries.
one country.
Two,
Not even two.
Brexit
The world.
and Brexit and
The world,
America.
if you're looking at it from a
Yeah.
bigger.
The U.S. fucks the world.
And then and all he's like, man, whoa, sorry. It's like okay, oh okay, okay, buddy.
If
That's
there
all
is-
right.
But all of
ever
these,
there was an example how
all
the
of these-
internet is controlling the world now.
Yeah, but my
all of
point is
these,
that
all of these rappers, all of these internet celebrities that are beefing like that, they're feeling those kind of platforms.
it's the same, but it's the point that I was trying to make to bring it back is that they use these when you have that type of engagement.
Where you have the metrics,
Outrage
yeah.
works really well on these platforms. So
Yeah.
if you have that type of engagement, we did it right. We did a video. We have these hate comments. Very successful video of ours. That's what
Mm.
people do. Tekashi the 6ix9ine goes on Breakfast Club, right, and he does this controversial thing, and that goes viral.
It's
Instead
just
of
provoking
someone,
people.
instead of someone coming on and saying something, you know.
But it's that. But I also think it's just him knowing that this kind of stuff, like the whole interview. I think he knew people were going to copy him, make parodies and all that kind of stuff. He knew he was going to get trolled. He was trolling and he was making content that people would eventually.
But I think he
copy.
was very, very well prepared for the.
He knew.
for the
He-
whole
Of course,
interview.
man.
He
So-
like
Like to say
he
the
was
certain
very
he
calculated
said
in everything.
certain things, and he continuously repeated certain things like letting his nuts hang. What
A lot of buzzwords.
boom, 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 boom.
Blood.
What are other ad libs?
But you don't
Any
think-
other ad-libs?
You don't think he actually talks
Blood.
like that? Maybe not.
He
He
does
could
talk
talk
like
like
that. He
that,
does
but
talk
I
like
think
that.
I think it's also like him. I really think it's this whole thing is kind of a persona. It's not 100% a persona. Like I believe some of it, or at least a lot of it, is really him.
I don't
But
think
he
his
just
mom
What do
would
you
put-
mean? What do you mean it's a persona?
just the way he
Do you know what persona means?
What does persona mean?
What does persona mean?
so the way you out yourself, like a facade,
No.
as it were.
No.
That's
No,
how I see
no,
it.
no, it's
not.
act.
No, it's like an act.
It's like an act.
Putting on an act.
Yeah.
Yeah, a facade.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, you want to be
necessarily.
fancy with us? Take your cap off, Jeff.
You notice how he went into that art thing? He went deep into the explaining the art thing.
We're saying the same shit, but the way I see it is he's doing that. He's basically saying, "Hey, He is being himself to a certain extent. Otherwise, it would not be believable. But he's spicing it up with certain words, certain actions,
But here's my
certain
thing.
stuff.
Why him? Right? Because there's so many people. There's so many artists that are like
He's good at it.
characters, and then Young Thug had a little thing going.
They don't let their
He
nuts
knows-
hang as
he knows
much
where
as
to
he
point.
does.
They
He
don't
knows-
let their nuts hang?
That's true.
He knows
Don't
where
let
to
him
put the
nothing?
needle. He knows where to put the needle.
Yeah.
Like, why hasn't this like?
And for some
Like
reason, he's
X
not
even,
scared
like-
of the consequences. Other people
Well.
might back down.
Well, he's about to get ready.
He is about to when someone shoots his house up. But like, then maybe I'm curious. I don't
No,
wish that
if-
happens.
if
I
somebody
don't hope
shoots
that
his
happens. Of
house-
course not.
If somebody shoots his house up, he wins.
Yeah, but I wonder how he'll
well,
act after that. If he's gonna
that's
be the same.
another thing, yeah.
Well, I
That's
don't think he'd
something.
be active very much if he's in the house. 'Cause he'd
No.
be dead. That's the point
No,
we're
no,
trying
no.
to-
If he survives.
Well,
If he
you will,
survives.
you will
I
look
hope it
even
doesn't-
more tough.
this
Guy can
doesn't
get it too. I was
happen.
like, what are you talking about?
You will if he gets shot or if he gets beat up and he continues doing this stuff, he looks even
Oh,
more.
you see, what you need to understand, right?
Mhm.
Is he lets his nuts hang. Okay?
Yeah, blood.
Is what he,
Yeah.
no one's gonna touch him in New York. In New York, no one.
What do you guys think about him dropping the M word so much?
Oh, that's nice.
No,
put
really,
that out.
that's another issue that they're talking
This is
about.
our way back to the little dick.
No, no, no,
he's-
no,
he's-
no, no.
I'm
No,
gonna
but
slap
it's-
you. I'm gonna slap you.
He's Mexican Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
I know.
So-
they have to figure it out over there. I mean, the way I look at it, I'm like,
Some people somehow have a pass now.
yeah, well, so, yeah,
Some people have had
Yeah.
a pass for a long time.
yeah. I think it has
French
a lot.
Montana does it as well, so yeah.
French Montana does
Yeah.
it.
But he has
But-
a Diddy pass, so
Hey.
I don't know.
The
Yeah.
Diddy
Diddy-
pass, is a
Diddy-
good pass.
Diddy pass
is
That's a
strong.
good pass.
And he's African, so
yeah, he
That
plays
does
that card. He
Yeah,
plays that
yeah,
card.
that's a-
nah,
he
not
plays
that
the
kind.
Canada
card.
doesn't
No,
work.
no, no.
But maybe he thinks that way.
Maybe he does. No, but I
Oh,
think-
he spent too much time in Africa.
no, but they put
recently he's been gone.
They did bring that up with the with 6ix9ine too, that he says that and he shouldn't and yada yada. I think I don't know. I think I think it's difficult. It's the same thing. You remember that thing with Krayshawn,
Mhm.
that rapper,
Yeah.
the girl,
The girl.
who was from Oakland and she
Yeah.
was doing it and people
Yeah.
shat on her too. With her, it didn't work. They ended her career. But the thing was that what she was saying is that what the neighborhood where she's from, that's normal.
Yeah.
And I think maybe for him it's
Yeah.
normal where he's from. Doesn't mean it's okay, but it's difficult. What are you gonna tell him? If
He's
if
been talking
everyone-
like that
if-
since 4
if
years
that's
old.
all
or
you-
some shit.
yeah, exactly.
And by the way,
matter, but
I'm looking
Yeah.
at 6ix9ine right now, right?
Mhm.
If white kids, right, look at him.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I didn't want to bring this up like
You
that, but I
brought it
mean,
up.
don't make it a big deal.
No,
But
I mean,
if white kids
Go
look at him, they think, okay, so I can actually imitate this
Mhm.
because I look like this.
Not it. Whoa.
No, that's a stretch.
I know, but still,
that's a stretch.
Still,
No.
He's not- he's
like
not
if they look at
light-skinned or
Logic,
anything.
they could say, "I look like him. I could do that."
No.
I look
But
like
that's
Logic.
something
I look like
No.
Logic.
Logic.
Because they,
No,
because
he
they
doesn't.
don't.
They can-
don't
they-
look
they
like-
cannot
don't?
do it.
They don't
No.
look like 6ix9ine.
No,
he's
Mexican.
No.
we don't want to
Like,
catch a
he's
white
not-
kid
he's
doing
white.
this.
Mexican Puerto Rican.
That's
but he
It's still
looks
a line,
white.
Like nah.
Mexican Puerto Rican.
Nah.
I don't want trouble
Nah,
in these comments.
You could have
Puerto
asked
Rican.
me. Seriously.
You know,
It's the same with
white.
Lil Xan. He's also
Duncan. We don't want to catch
You
a
don't
white
tell
kid
you
doing
don't
this
tell
shit.
Mexican Puerto Rican people that they're white.
Yeah,
No.
okay, cool. But he looks white.
Mexican
He
Puerto
looks
Rican.
No,
white.
Duncan.
He
He
looks white.
Stop
doesn't.
saying that.
He looks
He
white.
doesn't.
He looks white.
No.
No, he doesn't.
What do you want me to say? He looks white. He looks white.
No, he
Did you
doesn't.
know that Lil Xan is gonna change his name? His next album's dropping is Diego.
Brilliant segue. Diego. Thank you very
This is
much.
this real shit. He said this,
we know he's gonna
and
call
his fans
something.
call him Diego already.
But
Speaking
like,
of Mexican rappers,
but it's crazy. There we go. Perfect. No, but it's crazy how he was able to do that name flip because Young Thug has tried it like several times. It doesn't work.
Jeffrey.
It's like,
Yeah, but
Jeffrey.
he's-
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. And people were like,
Jeffrey.
no.
Young Thug.
Young Thug.
Thug.
Young Thug.
Duncan.
he changed his name too much.
He
And
changed-
he's going for weird things. Why would you call someone sex?
Oh yeah,
That's
he
what
was gonna
changed
change his name to Sex
He changed
too.
his name to Sex.
Yeah, he changed it to Sex. Yeah.
Young Thug.
That didn't
Young
help. That didn't work as well.
I don't know. It's just-
He's tried to
it's
change
just
his name several times. Like,
Like his Twitter
I'm
name.
Jeffrey.
He
No.
tried to change his
My
name
name
to
is
Sex,
Sex.
and
No.
he said he was not going to make music for a year because his nephew or something
His
was
brother.
deaf.
His brother.
Yeah, his brother was deaf, and he wanted to feel like his brother did or some shit like that.
This is because his brother can't hear his music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a classic example of someone who's having Kanye syndrome.
Losing
This
their
guy-
fucking mind.
Scondrish.
Losing their mind.
lose their mind. He's getting into this whole fashion thing. That fashion thing is his thing now instead of music, and he's like, I'm an artist.
a lot of
now.
people-
I
no, a
conquered
lot of
music.
rappers
I'm
have
gonna
that.
conquer life.
Yeah,
A lot of
but it's
rappers
like-
have that.
we always forget.
Yes, Kanye
like,
syndrome.
I don't know if it is a Kanye
It's
syndrome
Kanye
because we know that
Like
hip hop is not only the
ASAP Rocky
music.
does it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Like the
lost.
yeah,
whole-
but ASAP
Yeah,
just
but they
forgot
lost.
music. He doesn't know that
Exactly.
music exists anymore.
Yeah, but they're
Avant-garde.
lost. They're lost. They're all
Lost.
confused because they're like. That's why you see. This is what it is. They're leaving a gap, and what happens then? These young kids can come in and fill the space. I'm telling you.
The ASAP Mob was supposed to be
Damn.
that group that was going to be
They're
the
all
next
over the
TD,
place.
next
All-
good
they're
music.
all over the place.
Only ASAP Ferg is making music, and then you have a few ASAPs in UK. But
They
The
make
few
music.
ASAPs in
They
the
make
UK.
music. They blow up. They become really rich, and then shit goes to their head, and
Let
they
me-
think they can
let me
do.
do fashion.
That's what the thing with Kanye was. People were trying to explain to him, like, bro, people go to school for this for years.
yeah.
You're like, I'm Kanye West, so they should let me just make clothes. It doesn't work.
He went to
like
art
that.
school.
He could.
He did go to art school. No,
he,
he went to art
could.
school.
He
and
could
did
do it if he
internships.
just forgot music completely.
But
But
when
he
he-
wanted to do both.
No one was. People didn't say he couldn't do it. People were saying you need to understand. You can't just.
Yeah.
The only reason you can even just do shoes all of a sudden is because you're famous.
Yes.
That is
People
exactly.
absolutely, yeah.
Come on, like people study this shit for years. The history of it, how to do the fucking like different textures and all this stuff, and you're just.
We should
walking in.
actually discuss this topic
You know
with
what I mean?
Mike at hand.
You're
And
wearing
that's the same thing
Yeezys,
with-
right?
Yeah.
So, if Kanye didn't make them or didn't
Mhm.
design them, if they were designed by like a normal company, would you have bought them?
Probably
But
not.
for that price?
Not with
All
that.
right.
Not for that
No,
price.
Not for that price.
No, but I got
No.
him. I got him for like 100 because these are not expensive.
What?
Yeah, the Adidas ones weren't expensive.
The Adidas ones are not
They
expensive.
released it
Like
in white release.
the original Yeezy, the Nike ones, I would not get.
Oh fuck.
Too
yeah.
expensive. I would not want to sleep on the street for that because a lot of people did that shit. No, these are. I think, in my opinion, they are good shoes. I like how they look, and they're simple. They're cheap. So why not?
What are you talking about? Cheap.
What else?
If you get them the
That's
first
good
time,
Yeezy.
they're cheap.
What else do you like to wear, Jeff? More fashion tips. please.
What are you wearing?
Let's not move from the Kanye.
What are you wearing?
This is about Kanye.
No, but what I'm saying is no. But
What?
Yeah, what are you wearing? Yeah. What are you wearing?
This is just a T-shirt.
bruv?
A t-shirt for what?
OVO.
Let me. OVO.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
Where's the hat from?
This is Kanye.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Like this is just a
Wow.
merch.
Okay.
just a
So you're wearing. Okay. Cool.
Kanye
These are all
merch, what?
sponsors, by the
These
way.
are all
None of these.
All
Are, like
sponsors.
what's your guys' problem?
Hit me up on my PayPal. All sponsors. No, but what I was gonna say is that
Link to his clothes is going to be up on the site.
they
Check it out.
They leave this space. The ASAP mob was doing the aggressive, gritty,
Yeah,
but still weird.
Ferg
thing.
had
And
that
then they
lane.
left. Odd Future, you don't hear much from
Our future just
anymore.
split.
Who else was the?
Ray
You-
Shremmerd
Top the,
seems
TDE.
like they're about to
TDE is
split up.
something different.
TDE
TDE
was
is
supposed
different.
to
TDE is
be-
different.
TD is
TDE is
struggling.
different.
Ray Shremmerd is
TD
still.
Ray Shremmerd is not making good.
They're
music.
making
about
some
to-
good music that's pretty good.
Ray
They're about to
Shremmerd-
split.
Ray Shremmerd, listen. Ray
They're
Shremmerd.
putting out some songs that are pretty okay.
Ray
Stop
Shremmerd.
it.
the
Stop
Yeah,
it.
problem-
recently they had a
Stop
good
it.
one.
Stop it.
Recently
Stop
Ray
they had a good one.
Shremmerd is
Stop it.
one sort of talented artist, and his brother.
Sway Lee.
Sway-
Good.
Sway Lee's
I gotta agree with that.
Sway Lee's
Sway Lee
good.
Sway
is
Lee's
like
talented,
on
yeah.
a roll.
And that
The
kid-
songs that they release
and
right
that
now
kid-
are really
and
Sway
that
Lee
kid,
songs.
It should just like be really happy that that's his brother. That's all he.
Of course. His parents were like, "Why don't you work together?"
Yeah, exactly.
Why did you-
He's that brother that yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Fucking
yeah.
suck.
Like,
Had
let your
to-
brother play
yeah,
PlayStation
exactly,
with
yeah.
you and you don't plug in the
Exactly.
You
controller.
know how they do
Yeah.
it, right? They always let Sway Lee go first because they know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm turning that shit off as soon as I hear that.
His brother is Takeoff.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he didn't.
Takeoff is dope. Shut up. Takeoff is dope. Leave Takeoff.
He's a
People
dope
need-
guy.
People
He
need to
didn't.
leave Takeoff alone.
No,
Takeoff
he
is dope.
didn't.
Takeoff is
Dope guy.
good.
You,
Takeoff, what
you
you
thought
talking
he
about?
was good in Culture too? It was mostly his.
Culture 2?
Yeah.
He was good on it? Yeah.
Culture 2 was
I mean,
mostly.
But he was good on Culture 2. The
But
first
Culture
Culture 2 or on Culture?
Culture
2.
to the second, the
That's
latest
true.
one.
You know what I gotta
I know
give
what
him
he
though? I gotta give him what I gotta give
No,
Takeoff.
on the
is-
on the latest one, that
Man,
was
I'm
mostly
about to
he
give
got
him
the most
compliments and now I
verses.
can't-
Yeah, and he was phenomenal.
Yeah, I always okay.
The
not-
Migos
not-
have been,
not
there's
mentioning.
been different Migos at the forefront in different
albums
eras of their
yeah.
career. And people don't know at the beginning, when they were still like doing mixtapes.
It's like
and shit.
you're talking about
Takeoff.
Pac times, like
Early.
5 years ago.
When they
man.
just started.
5 years ago, man.
Takeoff. It was
Yeah,
Takeoff
yeah.
that was at the forefront. Then when they did the whole,
Quavo got them
Then
up
when-
there.
then when Offset went to jail, then it was Quavo.
Quavo got
Takeoff,
them
and
up
then
there.
Quavo came to the
So it was the
forefront.
best.
Yeah,
Migos.
Quavo got them
That's
up
actually not
there.
true.
What?
So it was the
That's
best
actually not true.
Migos.
That's actually not true.
The best one. at the
Quavo
moment-
got them up
yelling,
there.
man.
That's actually not true.
Versace got them up there. That was Quavo.
What?
He's gonna fight me. He's gonna fight
Whose
me.
verse was it? Whose verse?
It comes in
Whose verse
phases.
was
He's
whose
gonna
verse
fight
was Versace Medusa had on me like I'm Illuminati? Ha! Oh, that was Drake. Never mind.
Wow. You need to. Oh, I'm done. I don't want to do this episode anymore. I'm done. Let's cut this off.
Hey, but Migos, it comes in phases too. Because now, at the moment, I think Offset's the best one.
That's what I say. That's what I'm trying to fucking tell him. You fuckhead.
Offset is the best one right now.
Okay, so who did Bad and Bougie?
And he's marrying Cardi B.
Thank you.
That was
What?
Yeah. Okay.
No, but and his
But they came in
like
with
a-
Quavo.
and his
They
verse.
brought in
like a-
Quavo. They brought in
Walk
the
it
hit
like a-
machine.
Offset's
Walk it like a talk it.
no even better. Offset's verse on Stir Fry is hard.
Stir fry.
Offset's
Ric
verse on
Flair
Stir
trip.
Fry.
Ric Flair drip is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they got,
Come on.
Ric Flair in the video too.
Big Puerto Rican.
Come on, then you're a boss.
Offset's
You
been
do it.
killing it. Offset's been killing it. Quavo's good. Quavo did it.
Quavo is the hit machine. Like,
Quavo got him there right
Wake
before.
Up started
when
it. Quavo took
when
it
you
up
need
and
to
then
get
Offset
we need
yeah.
to get the white crowd there. You bring Quavo in.
Wow,
he
you
sings a little bit for them.
Was
fucking-
that
Why?
necessary? Was that necessary?
He's the
though?
melodic one.
Was
This is
that
what they
not
listen. They don't want
necessary,
to.
though?
They don't want that
Was
good
necessary?
shit. They don't want that
Was
offset.
necessary.
The offset.
And cut.
Wakanda for life.
This episode is so random as fuck.
Fucking shit, bro.
Okay,
What did he say?
go ahead.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine did an interview with people parodied. Do you see the parody by Gary Owen?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Fucking hilarious. So
That
Gary
is
Owen,
awesome. That was great.
Gary Owen is a stand-up
Yeah.
comedian, and he went on there. He's been on there apparently several times. I didn't know.
He goes a lot.
You should also
And
check
he,
out his
he,
podcast.
he calls in and all that kind of stuff. Like he's
Yeah, should go. Gary Owen, hit us up about your podcast. We have a podcast.
Let's
right? We
collaborate.
should collaborate.
Yeah.
Boom. Got hashtag. What is it? Get some. Right. It was. I remember it. I swear to God. Gary Owen hashtag get some. Go check out Gary
Let's play a
Owens.
piece of this,
I swear.
just so Danke sees it.
wait. That's a small ad. But I'm not going to play.
Well, the Gary.
continue.
No, it's fucking funny. It's fucking funny. He goes in there dressed up and everything, and
he
he's
says
just
the things.
trolling the dude. You know, yes,
Like, yeah, boom. Let me not say. Keep saying that.
Fucking
Look at
niggas.
him. You might know him from.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela
can't.
Yee, Charlemagne the God. We have a special guest in the building. He's back
I can't even see
again.
this shit.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Good. Why you
First,
calling
I gotta
out?
ask you to spit out your gum.
Oh, you can't chew gum?
Those tattoos are
Yeah.
on point.
You can't chew gum. It's gonna.
Yeah, they look very good.
Why you causing all these problems for yourself?
Well,
in
first
these
of all, let's
streets?
start this the right way. Why is your name Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I want to start there.
Why you got all these 69s
I
on your
want to start there.
arm?
Where do you want to start?
Where do
Where
you
you
wanna
want to start?
Ask him anything.
Why are you Yeah. causing all these problems for yourself in the street?
I don't start problems, man. You know, I'm just being me. I let my nuts hang because I'm over 40.
Because I'm over 40.
It ain't like I wanted to let them hang, but it just happens when you get older like that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I ain't know who you was, honestly. So I got in here. I mean, you ain't no Ebro.
That's what they used to be.
That's a fact.
Bro, in
For that.
Why do you feel like that you can just like be a tough guy? Like why you want to be in the street so bad?
I got no L's. Now, granted, I ran from a lot of fights. It is what it is. Ain't nobody got it on tape. You know what I mean? I had to do sucker punch me in 6th grade. You know, playing tetherball, but ain't nobody have it back then because nobody have cell phones. So as far as on the camera goes, I got no L's. You know,
But you know, they said you were a Crip first, and then now you're Blood. Is there any truth to that?
we all bloods. I'm all positive. What are you? Right. So what are you? What are you know? What blood type you are?
Anyway,
goes
go
on.
ahead.
What do you
Yeah.
think about it?
How?
He was quick also.
Yeah, he was
He was
fast on it. Yeah,
very
yeah,
quick.
very quick. So this is gonna get him like views. And put his
definitely,
thing up.
most definitely.
Cloud chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That's
is a
clout
cloud
chasing.
chase.
This is just smart marketing.
It is very.
You always
Cloud
have to
chasing.
That's
rebrand
cloud
things,
chasing
you
now.
fuck. I always have
Fuck
to
you.
rebrand things. Some fucked up shit. He's like, it's actually just this thing.
Get on with your topic, man.
You fuckhead.
Like, since when are you into marketing?
I'm not into.
I'm saying I think it's amazing that it's an interview that was parodied.
Mm-hmm.
That apparently it's so viral. Shit has 8.8 million views when I last checked.
Yeah.
That it got to the point where it's parodied. But this kid-
6.9 mil.
Oh, look at that. Went up like a couple hours ago.
6.9
And this
mil.
is what I mean with cloud chasing, and that's what other rappers are doing with Tekashi now.
Yeah, but let's explain to me why other rappers haven't been able to do what this kid is doing.
Yeah,
Because they don't have the same appeal,
I think.
but they
Well-
do get a following.
Who's-
They do get a
Nah,
bigger
man.
following
There
from.
was there's
mentioning him.
There's rappers who've been very loud. There was someone like not long. Who was it? You have not yet. Okay, so the problem is Young Thug, Migos, people like that. They're horrible at interviews. That's their first problem there.
He's well spoken. Yeah.
Who's well spoken? Who's well spoken?
6ix9ine.
What? Is that well spoken?
In the interview, he was not.
Is
scared.
that well spoken?
He was not like. He was
not
not like the
backing
me.
down.
No.
He was not.
X is well spoken. Okay.
I believe this between the two of them.
X is well.
He's
spoken.
not like the Migos, like in
I'm
the
gonna watch
corner
this
sitting
unfold.
around doing nothing.
I'm gonna watch this unfold.
What?
But okay, let's continue.
No.
Boom.
Unfold. Unfold.
Boom.
Listen, I know what it is, man.
What is this?
I think what he's trying to say is that someone like T.I. is probably
Yes,
well spoken.
T.I. is well-spoken.
Ti is
What I mean is that he doesn't. He can
talk.
do an interview.
he put his foot
He
down.
can talk.
This is
stood his
already a
ground.
lot compared to the last era of rappers, like the last batch of rappers, like Young Thug, Migos. Those guys basically don't talk. In
But
an
wait.
interview.
The reason he's popping. Go back and watch every single any Breakfast Club interview before this one and compare it to this one, and see how he stood his ground and schooled the veterans of radio.
There are a lot of people that have
At least kids see it that
have
way,
been able to get Charlemagne off of them. Like,
but not like.
yeah,
This is like it's some
He-
at some point it was like playground
this-
stuff.
this was not-
like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you associate with these people. You know, he's like, no, I don't. It's like, yeah, you do. Like,
Yeah.
it gets annoying to a point that he's like, fine. But kids like that.
This
like,
was not
kids,
special in that sense. I think it wasn't. It was not like
Yeah, I remember that.
exceptional.
You scum gang. He's like, I don't know that. It was like, okay, so you said you were your people, but now you're just saying, okay, fine. It's
playground stuff.
This was not-
Yeah, I love the part where he says, I love that I get under his skin. He's like, you're not under my skin. It's like, but he is.
Yeah, yeah.
He is. That's why you wouldn't be bothered.
Nobody did that. Nobody did that. That's why the
That's
kids
no
love him.
explanation?
That's what explains it.
So that's your explanation.
That's
But I
explanation.
mean,
The
on
way
a
he
bigger
is.
level, though, what about like the music?
I don't think that has any role in it.
It has a big role.
No.
Because
It's-
we haven't.
It has a role. It has a role. Yeah, but it's not.
And we haven't talked about this guy's music. Gummo's
What does
fucking
gummo mean?
Yeah. But listen,
I still want to
Gummo's
know what
sick.
gummo means. What does gummo mean?
I don't know.
Bro,
really.
I thought it was gumbo, by the way, but
It's
okay.
not. I don't know. Need to know what it means.
Like
And
We need
why
to
is
wrap
his
this
hair-
up in a
why is
bit,
his-
but-
Why is his hair
we
rainbow
don't,
colored?
we don't know, man.
I don't know that either.
But I'm saying, man, his music, of course it plays a role. It plays a role, but it's not the biggest. It's not that important because his
But
music's good, but it's not the best music out there.
But that's
So-
the thing. He's absolutely right. It's nowadays. It's like the music is like the side thing, right? The main thing is the persona. That's what it looks like. to
His
me.
goal is not to be an artist either.
The
a
main thing is
musician, at
being
least.
the Instagram
is
or
being like
No, he's
the
not. He says
Twitter
he's gonna quit
celebrity.
in 2 years. He wants to do film. He wants to do videos. He wants to create videos. Did you see that interview? You did an interview with what's his name, Fat Joe, as well. And he
Oh,
says there as well,
Haven't seen
his
that one.
ambition is to do film and videos, and and his ambition was never music, and it isn't. He wants to quit as soon as possible. So in this interview, he said it as well. In 2 years, he's gonna be done, and he's
then
gonna do other
give
things.
it back to Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, he's
when
gonna
he
give it back
comes
to
out.
him.
That was
Yeah,
just
He fucking should, because Bobby
Shmurda's a
Shmurda,
boss.
fucking legend of New York. Free Bobby, man.
Listen to the
Free
drop
Bobby.
on Time Ticking where he's
Jeez.
featuring.
Jeez.
I can't wait for him to release. And
I can't wait to
imagine the stuff he's wrote down in the prison.
Exactly. Oh, Bobby
Looking forward
Shmurda,
to that.
man.
That's
Oh, man. Bobby Shmurda did it for all these kids.
We're doing a
Yeah,
podcast
that's
on Bobby
true.
Shmurda when he
That's
comes
true.
out.
We're talking about like seriously, because it's
no,
relevant.
he's true. He's
This
right.
is relevant.
He's
Should I
right.
leave
He's
the
right.
room or
On,
something?
on
It's
that
relevant.
on that
When
point,
it comes
he's
to
right.
viral rappers,
On that point,
bro,
He is.
this, that was it. That's when
no,
it started.
he's right. He's right.
That's when it
On that
started.
point, he's right.
That's when it started.
I'm not disagreeing.
Bobby
with you,
Shmurda,
but
bro.
If you
Oh,
pull
he's
up
going-
Bobby
he's
Shmurda's
going
video
all
clips,
over
it's
board.
very similar to what Tekashi
what
does. His
all of
video
them
clips
doing.
are like
They
Tekashi.
all do
Not
the same
just
thing.
Tekashi, not just
They all
all
do the
these
same.
kids. These
Yeah.
kids. Bobby's a fucking legend.
No, but Bobby is real as well. Like he's what he is in the videos as well.
yeah,
Definitely.
we know.
Yeah.
So we know it's
that
real.
only makes him better.
It's very real.
Yeah.
He's in prison for it. Bro, the sickest thing I've ever heard, probably one of the sickest things I've ever heard about in hip hop is that in the song Hot Nigga, when he says, Meech caught a body about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Meech really caught a body about a week ago. That's
Yeah,
really true.
yeah.
That's really true.
yeah.
I read the whole thing. The time they shot that music video
This is
was
a confession.
about 2 weeks ago from when about a week or like 2 weeks or so ago from when that incident happened, which he's now in prison for. And his friend
He snitched him out
that
in
he
the
says
song.
in the song is the fucking person who went to jail for that. I swear, you can look this shit up.
It's amazing.
Fucking
What
crazy.
I find very interesting about that whole case is like, can you use that as any evidence? Because it's snitching.
Yeah,
It's
They
snitching.
probably did.
Yeah, they did.
They probably did.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They
If
also
they
asked for DMX's music in court recently, so they can use music
if
in
he
your.
wasn't, if he didn't blow up the way he
yeah.
did with that song, I don't even think he would have been in prison.
No.
I seriously don't think so. I seriously don't think so. I think because cops came out,
Yes. The hip hop police thing we talked
they
about.
came out. Police came out and they specifically said, "I don't like him. I don't want my kids to listen to him, and I think that he's dangerous. And now we're gonna look into his shit."
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did. They said that outright. So if he was just like another, to them, another black kid in the ghetto who got involved in some violent incident, they'd be like, fuck it.
Yeah, it would have been
They would let
ignored.
him go.
They don't care. But it's because he became famous and then he's rapping about it and then now it's a problem for them. And then they researched it and they put him in prison. That's what fucking happened. I said it. My podcast. So.
Stop saying it's your podcast.
Whatever.
You keep saying that shit. Let's-
Go ejaculate in the corner
I'm
somewhere.
putting the controversial shit on me. You want to
Shut
share it?
the-
Fine. Our podcast. We all said it together.
Listen.
Yeah, I agree with- I'm agreeing with you.
Right there in the
I'm
corner.
agreeing with you.
Taking the controversy.
Okay,
I'm
anyway,
agreeing
I
with
wanted
you.
to take the controversy.
Yeah, no biggie. Listen.
But it's
That's
true.
fine.
But it's true. That really is what happened to him. And that's what might happen to that's to bring it full circle, Tekashi. I know, to bring it full circle.
Yeah.
That's what people are worried about with Tekashi.
Absolutely. That's a good point to end the podcast.
Yes.
That's a good point to end it on.
Join
I very
the
much
discussion.
appreciate you guys listening.
You very much
We-
appreciate
we-
it.
What?
Now he's doing it.
Yo,
He's back.
yo,
What are you talking about?
We have
I'm
an
just
end
ending it- What?
we have an end card, so you can just say thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. This was 3 Angry Men.
Till next time.